Hi everybody, Nancy Atkins here at Atkins Family Law. So I just want to take a minute because the question was asked about a guardian ad litem and whether a guardian ad litem is appropriate for you in your situation, in your case. So let me tell you that a guardian ad litem is appointed by the court to investigate matters of relative to the children. So they're going to be looking at the best interest of the children relative to which parent they're living with, what school they're going to be going to, whether there's going to be any type of psychological issues, if there's going to be any issues with neglect. There's also could be abandonment issues. There could be abuse issues. And usually a guardian ad litem gets appointed in your case when there's a lot more going on than just the usual, he's 15 minutes late or she's too controlling, and stuff like that comes up in a normal parent-child relationship or parent-to-parent relationship. So the guardian ad litem is really appointed by the court to investigate what's going on in the specific situation, and then what they end up doing is interviewing the parent. They interview both parents. They interview the child. They should interview the child by themselves. They should also be able to interview the child with the parent if they want to. And then they also do investigation with collaterals, or if you want them to talk to the teacher, the principal, the aunt, the uncle, the sisters, the brothers, nieces, nephews, things like that. There's a whole pretty thorough investigation that takes place. So the guardian ad litem can be independent and really address the court with what's going on in your situation that's relative to the child. So sometimes that comes up. We had one recently on a relocation issue. So the guardian ad litem was helpful in investigating the relocation issue and whether that really was in the best interest of the child. And then I think the other thing about the guardian ad litem is the guardian ad litem isn't always going to do what the child wants them to do. So sometimes the guardian ad litem is in the best interest of the child, but it isn't always necessarily what the child wants. And then there's some other considerations there too about the age of the child, the maturity of the child, whether the child has preferences and things of that nature. So I just wanted to give you guys, it came up as a question and I didn't have anything in my library about guardian ad litem. So here's a basic introduction to guardian ad litem and why you might want to think about having one in your case if it's necessary. It is a bigger spend as far as the dollars in your case, but it may be worthwhile if you're trying to establish a parenting plan. Spend a few more dollars up front so you get it right the first time rather than trying to, nickel and dime it. And then later on, you're trying to figure out why you're having so many issues in your parenting plan. Anyway, all right, there's the guardian ad litem. I'm going to send out some more because there's a lot to talk about with the guardian ad litem. If you have a specific question, drop that below in the comments. And I got more to come for you on the guardian ad litem situation because that's a pretty complex issue. But here's something for you to think about, food for thought for you to get started. Do you need a guardian ad litem? All right. And you guys can always give me a call if you have a specific question. Let me know. All right, guys, have a great day. I'll talk to you later.